Chukwu, what exactly is your work? 2 years, you have sold phone, you have sold car, you have sold shoes, and now you are selling furniture. What exactly is your work? Now, are you like Chukwudi, that you have been selling different kind of things? I understand. I'm sure it's because you are trying to make ends meet. Country hard. That is one of the reasons why in the next 100 days, I'm going to be showing you a better way of doing this thing. How you can find purpose, how you can stay and focus on a business and build it and become a huge name. I'm going to be teaching you how to build a successful business. And even if you decide that you want to go online and you want to diversify, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do it. And also I'm going to be fixing that mindset of yours that has been taking you pure. Join me on this 100-day journey. It's absolutely free. Titled Mind and Money. I am going to be teaching you skills that will help you transform not just your mind but also your pocket. Click on the link below to get registered. See you there. You know say too much garri dey cause alcohol. And you know say this your garri wey you dey take na because of Satan. Now, let me show you how you can increase your income. Let me show you ways. Like, stop drinking garri every single day. There are other types of food. There's rice, there's beans, there's chicken, there's so many other things. But you cannot afford those things if you rely on only one source of income, which is your salary. In the next 100 days, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can make money both from cryptocurrency, forex, and from owning a business. And that is not just all. I'll be adding a bonus on teaching you life skills, how to get out of depression, how to handle breakup, and how to live a best life. If you are interested in turning finance around, click on the link below. Join me on this transformative journey. It is absolutely free. Stop drinking garri every time. Because I said it's free doesn't mean that the link is going to remain open forever. Get on board. I'll see you then. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 77 of the Mind and Money series. Right? It's been an awesome time, and today today is a live coaching session, and I am very privileged to have. He's going to be the one that will be talking to us this night, and I mean, it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to sit and hear him talk. His impact in my life has been amazing. I cannot begin to tell you how much I have benefited from him. Right. So if you're joining this call, one of the things I want to tell you to do is, of course, get your pen, get your paper, because I am certain there will be massive load of information flowing out tonight. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, our guest is in the house. I would have done an introduction, but I mean, he's I don't know where to start from, but trust me, he is a man that you want to listen to, and I'm sure you are going to gain a whole lot of value from tonight's meeting. All right, so without wasting much of our time, let me bring to the stage my mentor and boss, Dr. ABIOYE. Maoga, I greet you, sir.
Thank you for having me today. I'm excited to be here.
It's my pleasure, sir. It's my pleasure. All right, so I'm going to step up the screen. I'm ready to take all the values you have for us tonight. We have the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour. Just take it away, sir. Thank you very much.
Now, before you run, okay, and I need you to guide me. Okay, I need to guide me. What exactly are we trying to achieve tonight? What kind of audience do we have live with us? And exactly what do you think we should be focusing on? Because I was joining this meeting and I said to myself, I've not even asked Silas for Expo, but sometimes it's good that way. So it helps us to just speak from our hearts and to be impact ourselves positively as much as possible.
All right. Okay. So the idea of tonight's meeting is, when we are talking about the mind and money, the whole idea of mind and money is to help you grow your mind and also grow your income. And of course, you know that from everything I've learned is that you are going to be a reflection of the 5 closest persons around you, both in the way you think and in the results you achieve. So this is a life coaching session that is targeted at helping people understand the impact of the kind of people they have around them, how it affects their mind, how it affects their pocket, and how it affects their life entirely. So that's the idea of what we are having tonight, sir.
Okay, beautiful. So I'm sure there'll be rooms for interaction there, maybe questions, something.
If there are questions, of course, so when anytime we have guests, we always give them room for asking questions.
So basically, we're talking about the mind and money.
Exactly.
That's powerful. Okay, thank you so very much. I'm excited. Like Coach Silas rightly said, we all need to get our P square ready. When I say P square, please, I'm not talking about Paul and Peter or Peter and Paul. I'm talking about your pen and paper. Okay, because I have mine already. I have my paper, I have my pen, because I also intend to learn from myself also today, and hopefully from those of us on the call today. And as Silas rightly said and guided me to, mind, money, these are two powerful concepts. If properly understood, can change anybody's life. Okay, now let me start from the mind, then I'll conclude with the money. So let me start from the most important aspect of today's conversation. Nobody, nobody achieved greatness without a solid mindset. Okay, the day my mind changed, the day I understand the power of my mind, or the power that lies in my mind, that very day my life changed. That was September 2011 to be precise. Okay, because your mind is the biggest continent in the world. Okay, our body, okay, this flesh you are seeing, okay, this flesh, okay, our body is designed by default to be absolutely very indisciplined. All right, that's why those that are led by their bodily feelings, they end up achieving way below average. Okay, for us to achieve greatness, we need to subject our body to the rule and directive of our minds. What does that mean? That simply means that our mind must be the master of our body, and our body must be a slave to our mind. The day your mind starts controlling your body, you become absolutely more powerful. You get more done. Have you ever experienced whereby you wake up in the evening or you wake up in the morning, okay, and you have so much to be done and you feel so tired? You say, man, I need to sleep 2 more hours, okay? Then if you have a very active mind, all right, then your mind will say to you, no, you can't afford 2 extra hours of sleep. You've got this to be done. You've got this proposal to be written. You have this aspiration. You have these goals. You've got this vision. Okay, then automatically your body respond. Automatically your body respond. Sometimes I find myself awake almost all night. Then the next day I am so absolutely energized. Simply because my mind controls my body. Don't get me wrong. Okay, you've got to take care of your body. You've got to feed your body. The challenge here is that most of us we feed just our body without feeding our mind, because the body too is a very important dynamics here, because your body carries your mind. However, because your car carries you does not make your car your master. You still remain just imagine you are what's it called, even in China, with all the technology and everything, it is still illegal for you to drive, okay, without your 2 hands on your steering. Even when they've developed cars that can move by themselves, they say no, this car must still be driven by human beings. Okay, so it is very important that as you feed your body, you need to feed your mind also. Okay, when you exercise, you are simply feeding your body, okay, and to some extent to your mind. When you adhere to those balanced diets, when you eat food, you are feeding your body. So the question now is that how do you refine and feed your mind? You feed your mind by attending functions or events like this. You feed your mind by reading books, okay, that are in line with your aspirations. There is a way you can read and you waste your time reading. Never waste your time reading. If you want to start reading right, you need to do something for me tonight, okay? Please do it for me so that I know that at least you are taking something out of this place this night, okay? Just pick your pen and your paper and do a quick assessment of yourself. At the end of that assessment, you will be able to know exactly the kind of knowledge you need to start seeking going forward. And you ask yourself 4 simple questions. Number 1 is, what are my strengths? What are my strengths? Write out everything that is of strength to you. Your current source of income is as a result of your strength, because nobody will pay you for your weaknesses. Okay? Then you ask yourself a second question. What are my weaknesses? All right? What are my weaknesses? Write them down. Write everything down. But guess what, everyone? Your fortune in 2024, your fortune, okay, in life lies in your ability to overcome your weaknesses. So for every weakness you overcome, the better you become. And the better you become, the higher your earning potentials. All right? Then, of course, ask yourself, what are the opportunities around me? What are the opportunities? Look at your environment. Okay? What are the opportunities around you? All right? Then list them all out. Then you ask yourself a last question. What are the threats to my success? What are the threats to my success? If this was supposed to be a live event or a physical event, I'll walk around the audience and ask you a question. What are you going to refer to as your number 1 threat? I know some of us will say, oh, dollar, naira, instability, volatility in the market, government policy, and so on and so forth. Lack of power, lack of electricity. All right. But guess what, everyone? Your number 1 threat to your success is you. I am my number 1 threat to my success. So, because it takes you to take action, it takes you to do this self-assessment. All right. It takes you to never give up. All right. So list them all out. All the things that are of threat to your success. All right. Now, guess what, everyone? By the time you've completed this assessment, it's not the time you now know exactly the kind of books you need to start reading. Because once you know that, oh, I have one of my weaknesses is that I'm not too good with selling, then by default, you know that you need to make someone like Brian Tracy your friend. Okay, you need to make somebody like Paul Fo your friend. People that have books on sales. Okay, so you need to read books. You are just 5 good books away from becoming an expert when it comes to sales. Okay, and you can never achieve greatness or success in your business if you lack the ability to sell, because we all sell. Okay, whether we like it or not, we all must learn how to sell. All right. Some of us, your weakness could be, oh, I can't speak in public, public speaking. Okay, one of my greatest phobia about 15 years thereabout ago was public speaking. Okay, I thought I would never be able to stand in front of people to speak. But today, bulk of my income is coming from public speaking. Okay, simply because I was able to overcome that weakness of mine. Okay, then I converted it to one of my strengths. All right, so I encourage you that you need to feed your mind. Okay, feed your mind. Another way that will inspire you on things you need to do when it comes to feeding your mind is your vision. Okay, what is your vision statement? What is your vision for 2024? Okay, not to worry. First quarter is gone already. We have 3 more quarters to go. I can still assure you that 2024 is still a blank check. How much do you want in your account by 31st of December 2024? That figure will determine your drive. Okay, that figure is going to absolutely determine your drive, because a man's vision, okay, influences the kind of book he reads. A man's vision, okay, determines the kind of association he keeps. A man's vision even determines the kind of food he or she eats. Okay, your vision simply determines the way you run your life. Okay, and you need your mind, okay, to be able to run your life effectively. Now, the way we think greatly affects the way our mind is structured. And let me say this quickly. Your subconscious mind, okay, because our mind is divided into two, the conscious and the subconscious. Okay, the most important is your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind does not know what is true and what is false.
Sorry, sir, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Your audio is. We can't hear you. We lost your audio, sir. Maybe you have to leave and come join in again. All right. Okay. So while we wait for him, I'm sure you are taking notes already. I'm sure you are taking notes. So let's wait for him to get back on board.
You know say too much garri dey cause alcohol, and you know say this your garri wey you dey take na because of Satan. Now let me show you how you can increase your income. Let me show you ways. Stop drinking garri every single day. There are other types of food. There's rice, there's beans, there's chicken, there's so many other things. But you cannot afford those things if you rely on only one source of income, which is your salary. In the next 100 days, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can make money both from cryptocurrency, forex, and from owning a business. And that is not just all. I'll be adding a bonus on teaching you life skills, how to get out of depression, how to handle breakup, and how to live a best life. If you are interested in turning finance around, click on the link below and join me on this transformative journey. It is absolutely free. Stop drinking garri every time. Because I said it's free doesn't mean that the link is going to remain open forever.
All right, we can hear you now, sir.
It's better now. So at what point did you lose my audio, Coach Silas?
Well, just after you started talking about vision.
Beautiful. So yeah, I went. Let's talk
Subconscious
about
mind.
subconscious mind.
Subconscious
Beautiful.
mind.
Yes, I was saying that one of the ways we can all communicate with our mind is by ensuring that we all have a vision board. It is very important you own a vision board. And when I say vision board, I'm not talking about virtual vision board. You need to make it a priority. You need to invest in a beautiful vision board. Okay, have a board in your office, have your board at home. And in that vision board, just paste everything you want to see in your life on it. Anything you want happen to you, okay? Any great project you have, okay? Get an image that represent that project, so that every day you wake up, every day you get to the office, those are images that are communicating with your mind. Okay, it's very important. Okay, because nobody, we are all going nowhere without the right mindset. So you've got to be very positive in your mind with the way you think. Okay, because your thoughts becomes your reality. Anything you think about expand. So never be caught thinking negatively. I have never seen any problem that got solved through worry. Okay, I have never seen any problem that got solved through negative thinking. So the question now is that why are you thinking so absolutely negatively? So it is very important that you think and grow rich. You've got to think and grow rich. Okay. So I encourage you, if you want to really build your mindset, if you've not read that book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow, that is a great foundation you don't want to miss. Okay, so it's very important that we build our mind to the point whereby every adversity that comes your way, you see that adversity as a learning, as an opportunity to learn. Okay, you see it as an opportunity to learn, and you need to practice mindfulness a lot. Mindfulness is when you stay calm, okay, no matter how terrible the situation is, and you keep asking yourself, what am I learning? What am I learning? Okay, but beside, what do I have going on for me right now? What are the resources I have around me right now? Okay, what can I do with the little resources I have? How can I leverage on these resources? Oh Lord, I'm grateful I still have this at my disposal. So what can I do to use these simple resources to turn things around? Most times what we need is not more resources. What we need is to be more resourceful. Okay, you can have a lot of resources around you and you are not resourceful. At the end of the day, you make the mess of that resource. And guess what? Your life is your number one resource. Okay, most of us don't know this. You say, oh, I don't have anything, blah, blah, blah. Who says you don't have anything? You have life. Okay, your life is your number one raw material. So what are you doing with it? Okay, that's why we need to be careful the way we spend our time, because your time is your life. One spent can never be regained. And nobody has a right to wasting your time. So how well have you spent your time today? Okay, what is your plan to spend your time tomorrow? There are certain people I stopped associating with this year, okay, because they were time wasters. Because I know my time is my life. And unfortunately, once spent, I can't get it back. Okay, so I'll rather invest my time wisely by attending forum like this, by becoming a member of a community like this. Because I know that for every training I attend, there is always one thing you always live with. It is very important. Another way you can protect your mind is the association you keep. Your association you keep, like Coach Silas rightly said, if you associate with 5 rich people, at the end of the day, you'll be the 6th rich person. If you associate with 5 poor people, inevitably you'll be the poorest. You'll be the 6th poor person, and you will be the poorest. You cannot help the poor by being part of them. You've got to exit that circle. Okay, then you have the duty to coming back for them, for those that are willing to be dragged out of the net of poverty. So what that simply means now is that for those of us, if, for example, you cannot think of at least 10 people on your phone that can do a business of 5 million naira with you, minimum. 10 people that if you take a business of 5 million naira to, and they will not even blink. If they are not doing it, it's not because they don't have the money, maybe because they don't have the time, or they just feel they are not just interested. if you cannot boast of 10 to 20 people that can do a business of 5 million naira with you, you've got to declare a state of emergency on your social capital today. You've got to declare a state of an emergency on your social capital tonight. It's very important you do that. Okay, so you need to start attracting better people. And for you to attract better people, you've got to be a better person yourself. And to be a better person, you've got to build your mind. Your content must be solid. When you open your mouth, you attract the right people to yourself. Okay, some people, once they just open their mind to talk, you don't even want to engage them further because you just know that you're going to waste your time. But some people, once they just open their mouth, you just know, wow, this guy is full of content. Okay, so I encourage you to evaluate your association and ensure that you are well protected. It is very, very important. Now, because of time, because I have 30 minutes, and because of the back and forth, and I believe Coach Silas will still give me some like 10 more minutes to wrap this up. Now, let me quickly talk about money. Money is a concept that has been greatly misconstrued by many. Most people think money is naira. Most people think money is dollar. Most people think money is pounds, and so on and so forth. Those are just fiat. Those are just ideas. Real money is what we are trying to create this evening. Real money is knowledge. Okay, real money is knowledge. Real money is relationship. Real money is relationship. That's why we call it social capital. That's why we call knowledge intellectual capital. Okay, those are real money. Real money is integrity. If you have integrity, wow, congratulations. That is money. Okay, so if you really, really want to be wealthy, you need to don't allow naira to be your driving force. Let relationship be paramount to you. And one of the best ways to build relationship is by being knowledgeable. People love people that are knowledgeable. Now, let me ask you, would you like to associate with somebody that is an ignorant? Definitely not. Definitely not. All right. So I want to encourage you to try and as much as possible to ensure, okay, that you build quality relationship. Okay, quality relationship, because it takes knowledge. Okay, it takes knowledge, for example, for you to know that the world financial system is evolving, okay, and it is changing very fast. Okay, it takes knowledge for you to know, for example, that the concept of cryptocurrency is worth studying, is worth understanding, okay, and it's worth investing in carefully. Okay, it takes knowledge for you not to lose money when it comes to cryptocurrency, for example. A lot of people run into cryptocurrency because they lack knowledge. Okay, any business you want to go into, okay, don't ever put your money forward. No, put your intellect forward first. Learn about that industry. Learn about that industry first before you put your money in it. Okay, and of course, when your knowledge is because anything that is based on knowledge, it is difficult for that thing to fail. Absolutely difficult. So knowledge is indispensable. And let me say this to you: if you are having crisis in your life, if you are having challenges in your life, it's an indication that the knowledge you have is gradually expiring. Knowledge also expires too. Certain knowledge have expiration dates. Certain knowledge, they are expiring not because of the principle of those knowledge itself, because of your own growth process. Okay, the knowledge that has expired for you, for example, is something that is new and useful to somebody that is just coming up. Are we together? So it is, as you grow in life, it is very important that the knowledge you have to grows along with you. Okay, never allow the society to outgrow you. Never allow the marketplace to outgrow you. Okay, you must always ensure that you are a pioneer when it comes to knowledge acquisition and of course creating new concepts in your industry. You need to be a creator. That is why God has created us in his image. Okay, so you and I, we are God by ourselves because God has empowered us with the ability to create. Don't just be a consumer. Once you are just a consumer, it becomes very difficult for you to create wealth. Okay, creators are number one beneficiary of the wealth creation process. So one of the things I'm going to challenge you is that what are you going to create before the end of 2024? What are you going to be known for? Okay, what kind of product are you going to create? Because every product represents the integrity of the manufacturer. All right. So when you're able to create a product that is very that is groundbreaking, that is very fantastic, that is unique, trust me, your market value will increase. You yourself, your market value, because we will say, oh, the creator of this, and this, not the consumer of this, and this. Okay? So it is very important that as you consume, you also have to create. Okay, you need to leave legacy behind. So if you want to be attract so much money, because you only attract money based on the quality and of value you bring to the marketplace. Okay, and the marketplace is not a tea party. The marketplace does not reward you for having an average mindset. Okay, no, the marketplace will never reward you because there are a lot of creativity out there. There are a lot of intelligent guys out there. There are a lot of innovation coming up out there. So much information out there. So the question now is that your mind has got to be way, way above average. The way you think, okay, the way you handle situation. You've got to be very positive in your mind that when something happens to you, you need to just look at that situation and smile and say to that situation, isn't this interesting? That is an higher level of mindset. You've got to have the mindset of treating people better than the way they have treated you. John Maxwell called that the high road of leadership. Okay, some people say, well, I will treat people the way they've treated me. No, that is not, that is mid road. Okay, when you say, oh, I will treat people worse at the low road, but the high road, okay, to leadership is when you treat people better than the way they have treated you. You are simply sowing a seed that will go out and work for you in the most nearest future. Okay, finally, I would like to tell you guys that I need every one of you to thrive. I want you to thrive with the way you build your mind, thrive with the way you handle your business, and of course the way you make money. Okay, and I would like to conclude by giving you a very unique definition of thrive. Thrive is THRIVE. THRIVE. The T in thrive is thinking. Okay, to think. You need to spend at least 75% of your time thinking. Trust me, it's powerful. Once you can think properly, trust me, execution becomes easy. Most people dwell in their challenges because they are not thinkers. You must be a great thinker. Your thought process must be fantastic, must be powerful. Then the H in thrive is hard work. It's hard work. Trust me, it's very important that we understand this. Trust me, hard work is soft work. Okay, there is no easy way out. There is no easy way out. A lot of us say, I want soft lives. You cannot have soft life without hard work. Go and see all those that are enjoying soft life. Behind the scene, they are working hard on a daily basis. They've built their mind to see work as thing of joy. That's why what you do must align with your life. If there is a departure between your work and your life, there is a challenge. That's when you have work-life crisis. So your work must be something that gives you joy. Okay, so we need to work very hard. Okay, then the R in thrive is relationship. You need to build quality relationship this quarter. Okay, I want to challenge you that before the end of April, let it be on record that you've been able to build at least 4 powerful new relationships you intend to take care of, to manage, to grow. Okay, so relationship is key because, like I said, that is your real money. Okay, then the idea is information. If you don't get informed, you stand the risk of getting deformed. Okay, information is also money. So what kind of information do you get yourself exposed to? Okay, this meeting today is a way of disseminating information. Okay, so it's very important that we protect our mind by ensuring that you don't just wake up in the morning and you just put on your television and start listening to news. No, you are not protecting your mind. Okay, there are certain rituals you need to perform every morning just because you want to protect your mind. After that, then you can now go and listen to news so that you are sure of what is happening in your environment. Then the V in tribe is vision. Okay, what is your vision? And I said it earlier, what is your vision statement? You must have a very solid vision. You must have a compelling vision that keeps you awake, vision that energizes you, vision that gives you reason to wake up the next day. Okay, vision that helps you to see a brighter future. I want to encourage you to develop a personalized vision statement for yourself tonight, not even tomorrow. And the E in tribe is execution. You must be an executor. Don't just think, okay? You think, then of course you implement. So at this point, I would like to stop. And of course, if there are very specific questions for me, then I'll be more than delighted to providing my insights. So I thank you so much, and thank you, Coach Silas, for inviting me to this forum today. And I'm very open to questions at this point. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. It's as powerful as usual. Okay, so we have one question here. And it said, after declaring a state of emergency on your social capital, how do you get people who have more value? How best can one network to get better social capital? Okay, so this is one question that was dropped in the WhatsApp group. So that's it, sir.
Okay. Very intelligent question, and I thank whoever must have asked that question. Now, it's a process. Okay, it's a process. That's why you need to do that SWOT analysis. Okay, you need to do a scan of yourself. Okay, like Aristotle, the great philosopher, said that an unexamined life is not worth living. So you need to properly examine your life. Okay, you need to be true to yourself, because eventually we typically attract who we are. Okay, if you are a bad person, the tendency that you have bad people around you, the tendency is very high, because there is no good person that will stay around a bad person. They will run. Okay, if you are very ignorant, okay, you always attract ignorant people, because misery loves company. Okay, you people always want to talk, give excuses, and so on and so forth. So that's why you need to first ensure that you create a unique solution, okay, when it comes to understanding and appreciating your current state. Then you need to now ask yourself a question: am I happy with my state right now? If the answer is a no, then that means you need, see, the money you are looking for, is in the hand of that someone you have not met. Okay, because the people you have in your life, most of them have seen you finish already. They know about your challenges, they know about some of your embarrassments. Okay, so when you take business to them, they'll say, no, it's not this, it's not you. They might not say it to your face, but in their mind. That's why it is very important that we renew and re-energize and re-engineer ourselves. So what that simply means is that if you want to attract rich people, okay, what you need to do is to first develop the mindset of rich people. You don't need to have the most luxurious car. No, that's not what you need. You don't need to live in the most luxurious location. No, that's not what you need. You need to be very wealthy in your own mind first. Okay, you need to be wealthy in your mind first. You need to be a billionaire in dollar in your mind, in your thinking, the quality of knowledge you have. As a matter of fact, you need to build your knowledge to the point that your knowledge is at par with the wealth of Dangote. Okay, it is possible for you to build your knowledge base that your knowledge is at par, okay, with the wealth of Tony Elumelu, for example. Just that you have not started seeing the naira or the dollar manifestation of that knowledge. Do you know why this is very important? The day you will run into Aliko Dangote or Tony Elumelu at the elevator at Transcorp Hilton, You just need to make a small statement. Okay, what comes out of your mind, out of your mouth, will determine if they want to give you an opportunity to talk to them again. Okay, so now once you have built that knowledge, you've built knowledge already. So what you now need to now do, you need to serve. Okay, you need to identify those successful people around you. Then you need to understand what they do. You need to ask yourself, how can I add value to these guys? The worst thing you can do is to go to a rich man and beg for money or ask for a loan. You are simply demarketing yourself. Instead of you to go and ask for a loan or beg for money, go and ask for a business. Go and ask for a partnership. Okay? So it is very important, okay, that you identify the successful people around you, okay, then give them, offer to give them some level of service, of which can even be complementary. You package it in such a way that it will be difficult for them to say no to. By the time you offer them those services for free, before you know it, they will re-invite you to come and offer them that same service at a fee. Okay, so to attract successful people, to build new social capital, you need to invest. Okay, you need to invest, and you don't need to invest in terms of money initially. All you need to do is to leverage on your intellectual capital and use that as a way of penetrating into that circle. It's very important.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Another question came in, and I'm sure you already touched it. So if I'm presently poor, how do I start getting rich persons as friends? I think you already touched that, but I don't know if you have one or two things to say already to add to it.
Okay, yes, absolutely a big sin to refer to yourself as being poor. All right, because that person currently you are in profit. Okay, currently you are in profit. Look at yourself closely, look at your environment, and ask yourself, is this how God created me? Is this how I came into this world? Okay, if you have clothes, if you are wearing clothes, if you are not naked, definitely you are not poor. Okay, so we need to be careful with the way we address ourselves. Okay, so because if you say you are poor, definitely you are poor. If you say you are rich, definitely you are rich. So what I expect the person to be saying is that if I want to improve on my circle, okay, then what do I need to do? Because that person talking has got great potentials. Okay, great potential. That's why we need to read books. Those books we are reading, those books is not what will make you rich. Okay, the book Think and Grow Rich will never make you rich. All right, what those books are specially designed to stimulate the wealth inside of you. Those books stimulate the wealth in you. So what is going to make us rich is in us already. All we need to do is to stimulate it into something, into an actionable step. Right? That is why we need to be careful with the kind of people we listen to. So I will encourage that person, okay, that all you need to do is that we are in a knowledge economy. I've never seen a foolish rich man. Okay, I've never seen a rich man that is dull. I've never seen a rich man does not appreciate knowledge. So it is easier for you, especially if you have data on your phone, to start Googling the right thing, to start watching the right video, okay, on YouTube, all right, to start downloading the right PDF, build yourself, and start giving out that knowledge by way of value-added services. All right, I'm sure the person is probably a Christian or a Muslim. When you go to your church, okay, there's people doing well in your church already. When you go to your mosque on a Friday, there are people doing well in your mosque already. Then you walk up to them, because the book you are reading will have told you how to dress. If you are reading the right book, the book you are reading would have told you about personal hygiene. That when you open your mouth, you should not have a mouth odor. Okay, the book you are reading would have told you how to smell. Okay, would have told you will have learned about having an elevator speech. Okay, then you walk up to that successful person in your church, and of course compliment them and tell them you want to be of value to them, you want to be of service to them, and before you know it, you start breaking into new circle. And finally, for example, you are in Abuja, for example, there are a lot of conferences taking place at Transcorp Hilton, Sheraton, Old Sheraton, and everything. Dress very well, get crash into those conferences, network. You just have to do it on purpose. I remember those days. After work, I will go to Sedi Plaza, Bon Cafe. I will sit down there. I will ensure I have enough money to buy myself at least a kind of malt. Okay, and when I see someone that looks like what I want in my life, I walk up to the person. Then I talk to the person about the solution I possess. And that's how my social capital in Abuja started increasing, because I was able to first, what's it called, build my knowledge base. Then I started serving for free. Then before I know it, people started paying me for those services.
All right, so we have two more questions, and we'll take no more. You said, I know my environment affects my inner cycle. If I cannot afford to change my environment, what is the solution?
Beautiful.
So I'm sure this person is talking about environment and how it affects, yeah?
So there are two ways, there are two steps or processes to change your environment. All right. Number one is that you can never leave your environment if you don't depart that environment tonight. You need to move out of your environment tonight. Okay. If you don't move out of your environment tonight, you are not ready. And when I say you move out of your environment, I'm not talking about physically. Okay. You need to mentally leave that environment. All right. You need to mentally leave that environment. Then you now need to create a plan and tell yourself, in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, in the next 6 months, depending on your capacity that you've built already, I am going to move out of this environment. All right. The first day I step into Abuja, okay, I said to myself, I went to visit I first went to Kubwa. Okay, that was the first place I came to in Abuja, when I got to Abuja. So when I got to Kubwa, I was not wondering that, is this the Abuja people have been talking about? I said, interesting. Okay, I spent a night with them. Okay, then my elder sister lives in Wusetu. So the plan was that the next day I will go meet her at Wusetu. Then I took a bus from Kuba to Wuse Market. And I dropped at Wuse Market, and I started saying, whoa, this is interesting. All right. Then when I got to where she was living on Libreville Crescent in Wusetu, I said to myself, wow, I will never leave outside of Abuja city center. And I made myself that promise. Okay, because then I knew already, okay, the importance of environment when it comes to your mindset. Okay, so for example, now, let's say, for example, you need like 4 million naira to be able to move out of your current environment. Okay, so you create a business plan. Okay, environment departure plan. Then you ask yourself, what do I need to do? Okay, this product I have, how many of it do I need to sell in a month? Okay, let's say, for example, you want to make 4 million naira in the next 12 months. So you divide 4 million naira into 12. It tells you your monthly KPI. Okay, what the number you get, you divide into 30. That gives your daily KPI. All right. So it's very important. I remember where I used to live in Garikitu. My rent was 2 million naira per annum from some years back. Okay. So what that means for me was that every day, if I must maintain that apartment, every day I must make a profit of 10,000 naira every day. So any day I don't make 10,000, I will just say to myself, ABIOYE, you are risking your. Do you get what I'm saying? So every day I lived in that consciousness, okay, until I finally moved into my own personal apartment, that I must make 10,000 naira every day. So you need to create a plan. So don't worry. Don't put yourself under negative pressure. Just put yourself under positive pressure. Positive pressure is that you have a plan. So you are living your life by design, not by accident. So you create a plan for yourself. You say, based on this thing I'm doing, I need to ensure I make a profit of so amount on a daily basis. And you create a saving. And when your money gets to a reasonable amount, you move it from a saving to a safe investment platform, and you keep the circle going. And before you know it, one day your address will change, and it will be maybe lifestyle of apartments in Gusape, and you never know.
Wow, 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 wow. This is powerful. This is powerful. Okay, so we'll take the last question because I'm still overwhelmed by the amount of information coming out. So the last question is, it said, with the constant changes of innovation around all facets of life and business, how do one stay afloat or be at the peak and possibly take over those at the top?
Okay, number one, you don't need to take over those on top. You need to take over yourself on a daily basis. Okay, don't worry about those on top. Use them. Just benchmark. Okay, you sometimes we devalue ourselves when we compare ourselves with people doing well in our sector. Okay, so just put them as a bench. Okay, beautiful. If this guy is doing that, means I have the capacity to do it too. Okay, but who told you that you don't have the capacity to even do more than them by the time you properly deploy and apply yourself? Okay, so when we are living in a very innovative world, Coach Silas, can you hear me? Am I still audible?
Okay, I can hear you now. But we are mute for a bit.
Can you hear me? Am I still audible?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, beautiful. So I'm simply what I will encourage my friend, I think his name is Francis, that asked that question. Okay, is that it is very important that you get very innovative yourself. You know, like I said, don't allow the marketplace to outgrow you. Okay, you must always
All right, I think we're having a little network issue. All right, thank you. You're back.
Okay, we're back. Beautiful. So, the challenge I just want to give to Isaac Francis is that you need to be an innovator yourself. Don't allow your industry to outgrow you. And one of the things you need to do to ensure that your industry does not outgrow you is by ensuring that you are not just a consumer in that industry, you are also a creator of value. You have to be very. Okay. Coach Silas, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. It's like the network is taking you out and in, but I can hear you.
Okay. So you need to be a creator and an innovator. So you have to be creative, you have to be innovative. And okay, because creativity is your ability to think in a new way, and innovation is your ability to do things in a new way. So creativity is the thinking, innovation is the doing. Okay. You need to spend a lot of your time in research and development. Ask yourself, what are new ways of doing things in my industry? How can I do things better? Okay. What can I do to have a unique competitive edge? Okay. So you must be a thinker. You must always be a solution bearer. Okay. So with that, it helps you to stay innovative. And of course, it helps you to stay at par. And before you know it, you'll be one of the 3% of people doing very well in your sector.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. I mean, we have drawn a lot of value from you, and I'm sure that you'll be feeling that virtue has left you right now. Thank you very much. We'll take no more questions. I mean, it was supposed to be just a 30 minutes conversation, and we've drank from your wealth of knowledge for well over 50 minutes. God bless you. All right. There are people already saying God bless you. There's a lot of posts here. People saying God bless you. Powerful. Somebody said this is very insightful and all of that. We've skipped some of the posts. Okay, so a lot of people gain so much value. So I want to say a big thank you. The truth is, once you finish talking, there's really nothing I can add to it, because this is just the top draw. All right, so I want to say thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. It's a privilege to have you speak on this amazing program. I remember when I wanted to start and I spoke with you and you said, go like play. This is day 77 and you killed it, sir. Thank you very much. We are very grateful. We are very grateful. So I'll give you 1 minute for your closing thoughts, sir.
Okay. I just want to encourage everyone that I don't know where you are right now. I don't know how life is treating you right now. I don't know the kind of pressure you are going through. I just want to encourage you that always live in the consciousness that what is inside of you is bigger than what is happening around you. Okay, you face adversity when you're about to move to the next phase of your life. Okay, once you conquer a major challenge, trust me, you are going to become better. Because for every challenge you overcome, the better you become. So I just want to encourage you that pick up that business plan again. Okay, wake up in the middle of the night. Okay, because wealth is created when the sun has set. Wealth is created when majority, okay, in your universe is sleeping. Okay, or are sleeping. Okay, so I want to encourage you to pick up that business plan and say to yourself, you will work, okay, and you're going to work for me. And start thinking about partnership, people that can partner with you to making that business work. Because poor people want to own 100% of everything. Okay, don't be poor. Okay, try to get people to buy into your vision. And finally, do not underestimate the power of your pain in inspiring you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. I am super, super grateful. I cannot begin to tell you how excited and grateful I am. Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm going to let you go now. Thank you so much. It's been very impactful.
God
bless you, sir.
Bless you too. Bye-bye.
All right. I mean, I'm not saying anything again. The only thing I will tell you this night is God bless you. I'm sure you gained a lot of value. Now, that is my mentor, Dr. ABIOYE. He's one man I have drank from consistently. Right? So, for those of you that call me your mentor, that is your grand mentor, right? Is your grandfather in mentorship. Right? So, I believe you gained so much value. And thank you so much. Thank you for the questions. Those that dropped questions, you made it very interactive. Isaac Francis, thank you. Cecilia Odo, my powerful PA, God bless you. And Mr. Henry, as usual, you are always here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you also for honoring my mentor by your presence. All right, so without making so much noise, I want to bring this meeting to a close. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.